This is the newsroom.
This is the newsroom for Tuesday, September 9, 2025. We're broadcasting to you on E1 SKAR TV and then on TARZEE TV in Bartica. In the headlines, President Ali to meet with Suriname counterpart soon.
I think very early, maybe over this weekend, there'll be a face-to-face meeting with the President of Suriname.
7 Guyanese doctors set for advanced training in China. Amerindian culture celebrated. And in sport, International Standard Cricket Academy under construction. And Romario Shepherd relishes the opportunity to share knowledge. With the news, I'm Vishani Raghavar. Thanks for joining us. Guyana's President Dr. Finali and Suriname's President Dr. Jennifer Darlene Simmons could soon meet to hammer out matters of mutual interest, including the construction of the Quarantine River Bridge. Details of that meeting are still being finalized, but President Ali told reporters on Monday that the bridge remains a priority for both nations and financing the structure will be a key focus. Hours before, President Ali engaged Suriname's Minister of Foreign Affairs Melville Bouve in Georgetown. A release from the Office of the President noted that President Ali and the minister spoke about efforts to advance development initiatives between the two countries.
We had some discussions with the Surinamese minister on all of the ongoing program, including the bridge, the issue with our fisher folk. And I think very early, maybe over this weekend, there will be a face-to-face meeting with the President of Suriname. The ministries are working that out to advance these projects.
So you will be part of that meeting?
Oh, of course.
And where will that meeting be held?
Well, I said those things are being worked out now.
And any word of the financing of the bridge?
Well, that is part of what we're discussing, the financing mechanism, how it will be structured, and those kind of things. That is what has to be finalized.
Suriname has given a commitment that they will go ahead with the bridge.
So we have not had any changes in the commitment. Even today, we have not had a response that this is not a priority. But the meeting this weekend hopefully would clarify and would settle what the priorities are for Suriname this time. But this is indeed a priority that we have not heard any changes on.
We tell you now that President Dr. Finali met with the United States Deputy Assistant Secretary of War, Joseph M. Mir, at State House on Monday, an engagement part of deepening collaboration between the two countries. A release from the Office of the President noted that Ghana's head of state emphasized that sovereignty and defense of Ghana are central priorities for his government. The discussion also reportedly focused on strengthening and expanding Ghana's strategic partnership with the United States with a shared commitment to peace and security across the region.
The meeting with the U.S. is a continuation of our cooperation on defense and security. So it's nothing new. We have had ongoing cooperation, and the cooperation has been expanding with the U.S. in terms of our security, national security, or defense, and to have greater collaboration. So it was just reinforcing that collaboration, looking at areas that we will expand the collaboration. And of course, we have had many training programs with the U.S. And looking at an expanding training program here in Guyana, where we can have the continuation of the training in country.
But it didn't touch on anything with regards to its crackdown on narcotics or with regards
to security is always discussed, and we have committed ourselves to working with all our partners, including the US, on ensuring we do our part in fighting transnational crime, whether it's drug trafficking, human trafficking, smuggling. So we support our partners as they support us in fighting these illicit activities.
Now, Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips has reaffirmed that the People's Progressive Party civic government is committed to Guyana's indigenous people and making them a central part of the national development agenda. He pledged land security, equitable carbon credit benefits, and strengthened self-governance while speaking at the Amerindian Heritage Month Cultural Extravaganza on Monday night. There, he also said the administration was executing a comprehensive and actionable plan with Indigenous leaders to ensure no community is left behind. Amerindian Heritage Month is observed each September. This year's celebrations carry the theme, igniting unity, celebrating progress, advancing our culture.
Our government is not just making promises. We are executing a comprehensive and actionable plan forged in partnership with you to ensure that the development of our nation leaves no one behind. Our vision is one where every village is empowered, every voice is heard, and every community thrives. Our indigenous peoples are the ancestral custodians of Guyana's vast and pristine forests. For generations, you have lived in profound harmony with this environment, employing traditional knowledge and sustainable practices that have been fundamental to the preservation of this global asset. Is and must remain a continuing reality, making it the primary guardians, or making you the primary guardians of the very ecosystems that are now crucial in the global fight against climate change. It is therefore not only just and equitable that you, our indigenous brothers and sisters, directly receive a significant share of the proceeds generated from the sale of carbon credits under the low carbon development strategy. This is not a handout, but a rightful benefit sharing mechanism for your vital role in conservation. And to that end, you, our indigenous brothers and sisters, can be assured that going forward, you'll receive no less than 15% of all carbon credit revenues, a commitment that ensures your communities are directly invested in and rewarded for your unparalleled contribution to protecting our world's lungs. A cornerstone of this vision is the right to land. We recognize that the land is not just a resource, it is life, it is history, and it is identity. Therefore, our government pledges to further advance the Amerindian land titling and demarcation program.
We tell you now that Joel Harding, a 28-year-old construction worker and resident of Kumaka Mines' Upper Demerara River, was remanded to prison after being charged with the murder of US-based Guyanese Courtney Evans. Harding was arrested on September 1, 2025, a day after the crime was committed. On Monday, he appeared at the Linden Magistrates Court before Magistrate Rochelle Liverpool. The charge was read to him and he was not required to plead. The matter was adjourned until October 20, 2025 for disclosure. On August 31, 49-year-old Courtney Evans, a businessman of New York and Kumaka Mines, was fatally wounded and 3 others were injured during an altercation. Police headquarters said the incident occurred at Kumaka Mines Beach, where Evans was socializing with his brother, Tyrone Evans, and a friend. 3 others were also injured in the clash. Tyrone Evans, 47, a truck driver who suffered a wound to his forehead, Harding, who received injuries to his left arm and right elbow, and Evan Herman, 28, who sustained 2 head wounds and underwent surgery. Reports indicate that the group encountered 4 men and a woman unknown to them who were also drinking at the location. According to the police, a confrontation began when the woman allegedly directed a derogatory remark towards Tyrone. The exchange escalated into a physical altercation between the 2 groups. Shortly after, the woman and her companions reportedly left the scene in a white minibus. Courtney sustained multiple injuries, including wounds to his lower back, head, and elbow. He was rushed to the Linden Hospital complex, but succumbed while receiving treatment. Still to come, Guyanese doctors to study in China, and we celebrate the culture of our indigenous people. Welcome back. This is the newsroom. 7 Guyanese doctors are heading to China this week for 3 months of advanced medical training. It's the second group to benefit from the Health Personnel Training Program backed by Sina Petroleum Guyana Limited and the Jiangsu Commission of Health. The initiative aims to strengthen Guyana's healthcare system with doctors specializing in surgery, orthopedics, obstetrics, and gynecology, pathology, and anesthesia.
It was a moment of pride at CNOC's Kingston office as the company bid farewell to 7 doctors chosen for 3 months of clinical and technical training in Jiangsu Province, China.
We are very happy, to see this is the second year we are doing for our doctor sponsor to the China. I wish all the best to all of you. I hope you enjoy your stay, enjoy your time. But again, when you come back, you need to keep in mind what is your, original aspiration, right? You have to, then something better to return to local community to give in the best of the people.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Georgetown Public Hospital, Robbie Rambaran, welcomed the partnership, describing it as a bridge of friendship between China and Guyana. He stressed that training staff is as important as investing in new hospitals and state-of-the-art equipment.
I know upskilling, capacity building is very essential, especially with the kind of investment that we are making in healthcare, new hospitals, new buildings, new equipment, state-of-the-art equipment. They would all be useless if we don't upskill our staff and train them to take on. And everyone that goes to China come back with new vision. It's open your horizons, new thinking, it's a new culture, it's a new environment. And if we want people to do things differently, these are the sort of exposures we need.
When I got through, I was pretty excited about it because I know that the skills that the Chinese doctors bring here, it's more advanced, and I know that it would be beneficial for us to go. So I was very excited to get it and have that opportunity. So we're hoping to have a department of bariatric and upper GI services. So with my skills that I would attain there, I'll bring it, implement it here, hopefully to drive the development of that program along with my consultants here.
For obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Hardio Ramdial, the focus will be laparoscopic surgery. Techniques using small incisions that reduce recovery time and lower complication rates. He says the skills will also be passed on to medical residents in Guyana.
Laparoscopic is the way to go for all surgeries in the world. By improving our skills here, we could then reduce the open type of surgery that we perform. And majority of the surgeries are open, but they can be performed laparoscopic, and because training and the expertise is not here. So by getting those skills, I can improve. Teaching, because I'm the coordinator of the residency program, so we can now introduce that to residents and overall improve the healthcare when it comes to laparoscopic surgery.
The hospital you work at in China is one of the top hospital in China, and there will be tons of cases for you to observe, to learn, and to practice.
Doctors will train at Nanjing Drum Tower Hospital. The group is scheduled to depart later this week, continuing the medical upskill exchange program, first launched in 2024. Daniel Swain, reporting for the newsroom.
Employers should take action to protect outdoor workers from mounting heat stress, a local environmental health officer has urged, as rising temperatures and longer heat waves put agriculture, fisheries, and construction laborers at growing risk. More in this report.
Guyana's tropical location places it among the hottest zones in the world, and its construction boom is exposing more workers to extreme conditions for longer hours. The World Health Organization, WHO, and World Meteorological Organization, WMO, have both cautioned that such exposure threatens not only health, but also national economies. Nayan Prasad, an environmental health officer, told the newsroom that the impact goes beyond the physical strain of high temperatures.
Those persons who work outdoors and are exposed to heat are not only feeling the effects of the rise in temperature, but more keenly persons who have other chronic issues. They should take more precaution. These are persons with cardiovascular issues or lung issues. The heat will allow these these health effects to exacerbate.
He said global temperatures have risen by about 1.2 degrees Celsius above normal over the past century in Guyana, leading to longer and more frequent heat waves.
Heat waves are now longer and more prevalent throughout the year. Heat waves generally means that there is more than 2 consecutive days of extreme temperature, and Guyana is one country that has seen the effects of this.
Mental health is also at risk with prolonged exposure linked to anxiety, depression, and heightened stress. Prasad stressed that managers must ensure their staff have access to shade, hydration, and regular rest breaks.
I believe managers or persons who are in charge of big construction sites and they have a lot of workers should ensure that their workers are staying hydrated, ensure that they take breaks when it's needed, just to ensure that it does not hamper the activity of what they're doing.
Heat exhaustion symptoms include dizziness, nausea, and fatigue, while heat stroke can present with dry skin, confusion, and loss of consciousness. Prasad advised regular breaks at least once an hour, hydration with water or coconut water, a natural electrolyte source, and the use of loose, light-colored clothing. His comments come as UN agencies press employers and health authorities to adopt occupational heat action plans, warning that without urgent measures, both workers' lives and economies will suffer as the planet continues to warm. Reporting for the newsroom, Uzini Yearwood.
We tell you now that the Amerindian village opened on Tuesday at the Sophia Exhibition Complex, and according to Tibisiri craftswoman Maria Taylor, it's a means of preserving the culture of Guyana's indigenous peoples. This year's Amerindian Heritage Month's theme is Igniting Unity, Celebrating Progress, Advancing Our Culture. Taylor, a mother of 6 and resident of Region 9, said she has traveled the southern parts of Guyana and even Brazil, teaching persons to use the Tibisiri straw for craft making, a skill she learned during her teenage years.
I am from Region 9, a little community named Ruporti, Anai District, Region 9. Actually, I do my handicraft work from ever since when I was 18 years old and on to today, and I am 53 years old now. Yeah, and I still continue doing it. I enjoy doing it, making different patterns, trying to create new ideas and so on. Yeah, these are all handmade products made out of Tibisiri straw. Yes, and this one here I started on over, as you see in here. This is I'm making an oval jewelry box, and this is how I started it. Like actually how I started it, maybe probably tomorrow like now I might probably finish it because I have to start it, raise it up, and then make the cover and everything to get it complete. She invited me to go and do Tibisiri work. We get inspired. She taught me how to strip the straw, boil it, dry it, and to get it done like this too, into white, and then the hooks from it. Yeah, so that is how I pick up the ideas. Then I learned to do it. She taught me how to spin. She taught me how to make a bowl. She taught me many things. Yes, that is how I learned from it. How I started it. And now I enjoy, I continue doing it until today.
Now, President of the Central Caribbean Chamber of Commerce, Punai Bagrup, expressed confidence that President Irfanali's new government will continue to promote development in Region 6 and other areas of Guyana. President Ali was sworn in for a second term in office on Sunday. Bagrup, a seasoned businessman, stated that President Ali's re-election is a testament to the qualities he displayed as a leader during his first term. He said the president's vision has led to the development of many necessary projects.
I must admit that President Ali is a visionary leader. I mean, he has a lot of vision for this country, and I know that he will do much better in his second term than in the first. If you've noticed, in the first term, recently we have had extremely development in the country. We have had new hospitals, we will be having a new Borvis Bridge sooner. Very soon we'll be having the commissioning of the Demara Harbour Bridge. We have massive investment going on at Palmyra there. If you pass there, you'll see that the national stadium is very visible, and hope next year by now we can have cricket there. And I think the good thing about President Ali, he has everyone in this country, all the citizens in this country at heart. So he's a president, and he's a person who works not because you're from another party or you support someone else, another party, but I think he's very much inclusive government. He's an inclusive person, and he wants to see the betterment of all citizens. As for business, I must say that there has been a lot of investment in Guyana. Both private sector, if you travel in Georgetown, some of the place in Georgetown now is unrecognizable for those who haven't gone to Georgetown for a little while. And I know for a fact that this will be happening to Borvis very, very soon. There are a lot of improvement if you're to go at the back of Fort Morant right now. We see the Exxon Mobile Island Gas School, the hospitality center. So things are going to happen, a lot is going to happen in Borvis, and I want Borbisian and Guyanese on the whole to position yourself for all these new changes that's going to happen, and we know for sure that it's going to come.
Now, when the newsroom returns to financial, weather, and bridge reports, along with sport news. Stay with us. Welcome back to the newsroom, and we start things off tonight with cricket. Guyana wants to play a leading role in the resurgence of West Indies cricket with the hope that the construction of a new international cricket academy can help pave the way for change, according to President Dr. Fanali. During a recent commentary stint in the Caribbean Premier League, the president announced plans for the first world facility at Good Hope on the east coast of Demerara. The academy aims to incorporate the best modern practices for training cricketers from Guyana and across the region. Out of the $8 billion allocated for the continued advancement of sport in 2025, $100 million has been budgeted for continued work on the Cricket Academy.
Board, we're building a first world academy here. We're going to have some of the best, including yourself. We have to have that conversation. Coming here to build not only for Guyana, but for the entire region. We want to build up our skill set. So it's going to be an international academy with all of the infrastructure that is required. We'll have, by the time you come back here next year, we'll have 3 more stadiums, cricket stadiums, established across the country. But importantly, you know, I think you guys we used to go to cricket to see brilliant fast bowling, to see 10 overs with no score, because there was an art in fast bowling. And we have to recognize, the world must recognize, that cricket rule came through a period that went against West Indies cricket, with the new rules in fast bowling, the bouncers and so on. So we were legislated out of our skill set, and we never recovered from that. So I think the rules give us a serious blow in West Indies cricket, but now we need to build back that fierce fast bowling. We need to build back our capacity to play spin. So we're developing this major cricketing academy, 3 grounds next to each other. It also will be a talent spotting venue for the world. So that is what we're doing. Cricket is going to be a major part of the transformation.
The Ghana Football Federation has officially welcomed its new senior men's national team head coach, Thomas Dooley, with the former USA international arriving in the country to begin his role. Dooley, 64, set to embark on a packed schedule of meetings with GFF leadership, staff, and coaches, and conduct his first training sessions with domestic players. His initial visit focuses on laying the groundwork for the team's upcoming campaigns and building a solid foundation. During his playing career, he earned 81 caps for the United States, including captaining the team at the 1998 FIFA World Cup. He holds a USA led the Philippines to a historic unbeaten qualification campaign for the 2019 AFC Asian Cup. Guyana Amazon Warriors all-rounder Romario Shepherd says he finds it a delight to share his knowledge with his clubmates and community members during the off-season. Speaking at a recent event organized by team sponsor ExxonMobil Guyana, Shepherd highlighted the importance of experienced players giving back to the game at the grassroots level. He recalled seeing the raw talent of West Indies fast bowler Shamar Joseph, emphasizing that senior players must share their wisdom with blossoming talents. Shepherd, who's become a key player for Guyana in the West Indies, believes passing on his experience is vital to his role as a professional cricketer.
When you're like back home, you know, not playing and so forth, what is it that you usually be doing? I mean, you know, outside the cassava ball and so on, like, you know, I mean, any community work, any coaching, anything back home, what was it like just being a regular Sheppy back in your hometown?
Well, for me, you know, I always go to the club. You know, Shamar will kind of attest to that, because he's someone actually who went out with me in the morning, and then is when I get to see him and actually brought him to the Guyana training. So if I wasn't involved like that in my community and in my club, I wouldn't actually recognize someone like him. So for me, it's all about going out at the club, letting the guys actually get to communicate with me, get to see me, because there's nothing like when, you know, someone who's playing for your franchise or playing for your country, you know, turn up at your club. When you get to see them in person, get to actually interact with them, you get to learn much more behind the door stuff. And for me, that's something I learned from watching on, you know, communicate with people who came back playing for Guyana, the guys like Bishu and stuff. So I know how important it is for me to go out and let people see me at the club and stuff like that. So that's something I always do. I always go to training, try and go to training, even though I'm tired and I can't go. I always try and find time to go out there at the ground so that I can actually, recognize someone, help them in some area. Because a few words can help tweak a guy to actually be much better than, where he is at the moment.
On Monday afternoon, ExxonMobil Guyana and the Guyana Amazon Warriors hosted a meet and greet at Amazonia Mall. Eager fans braved the searing afternoon sunshine to interact with the players, take selfies, and get their prized autographs. Lucky persons also received tickets for the upcoming CPL T20 games in Guyana, while local personalities Officer Bling and Granny Ivlaw and artists A.W. Lyrical and Nikita provided live entertainment. Here's a recap of the activity.
Calling our warriors. 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 This year come, we taking the crown. We are the warriors, we don't back down. It's the battle of the century when you step in, we home. This is real and CPL is we own. Bully ball, we hit them for six, hit them for six, hit them for six. Any team come, they gonna get licks, gonna get licks, gonna get licks. Bully ball, we hit them for six, hit them for six, hit them for six. Any team come, they gonna get licks, gonna get licks, gonna get licks. Push back, buddy. Push back. What's the lead? Oh, la, bend over. Hey, roll it, boomsy, bend over. I mean, oh, la, bend over. Hey, roll it, boomsy, roll it, boomsy. Second your back, bend over. Hey, that is our warriors. 1, 2, everybody scream! We are the Amazon warriors. We are the Amazon warriors.
What kind of curry? Chicken curry. Chicken curry. All right. You gotta keep your guy in his passport, right? You gotta keep your guy in his passport. We dare and Sheppy. We dare and Sheppy. Because every year Sheppy come in, Sheppy has got to sing this song for you. We can ask him to do it a cappella. We just want 2 words out. Just 2 words, right? Let me come down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shema. Put your hands together for the warriors, everybody!
We are the Amazon warriors. We are the Amazon warriors.
I am the very best of the Guyanese babu. Me who are the very best of the Guyanese. So listen to me now. We gonna go old school. We go to the folk songs. And I know you know it. And let me try it. Here I'm the best. 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 Aha. See it. This time not long time. This time not long time. This time.
Now, leading left-arm spinner Versamy Permaul is preparing for life after his playing career by completing his Level 3 coaching certification. The 36-year-old, the top wicket taker for the Guyana Harpy Eagles in the recent West Indies 4-day championship, is already looking to the next chapter of his career. Speaking to Newsroom Sport, Permaul said he was extremely proud of the accomplishment. Permaul, who has 668 wickets in 151 first-class matches, is the most successful regional spinner and now targets 700 wickets. His new qualification marks a significant step towards a future in coaching, where he hopes to work with players at all levels and contribute to the growth of cricket through mentorship and guidance. Action in the Caribbean Premier resumed in Guyana on Wednesday, September 10, with another doubleheader at the National Stadium, Providence. From 14 hours, Trinbago Knight Riders will look to rebound when they face the Barbados Royals in the Massey Women's CPL. TKR lost its first match to the Guyana Amazon Warriors, while the Royals got the better of the Warriors on Sunday. The men will then take the field for the Republic Bank CPL, where the Amazon Warriors host Antigua and Barbuda Falcons from 19 hours. Both sides are hunting a win to seal a playoff spot. The organizers are reminding persons that one ticket gets patrons entry into both matches. And with that, we've come to the end of this evening's newscast. Of course, you can find these and other stories at our website, newsroom.gy, and across our social media pages, Newsroom Guyana. On behalf of the news and technical teams, I'm Vishani Raghavar. Thank you for joining.